When you're ready.
I might as well start with that one. Right, so basically, I want the prospectus, most of it I think is going to be about typography, and after looking at this magazine, I think the typography makes things stand out. If, like the large text, this small little negative space when you just use little quotes or just a little bit of text, I think the typography really makes it stand out, and I think that's the direction I want to go into. So just using large text or just a little paragraph and just leave everything blank, I think that really catches the attention of everything. So I think the inspiration that I want my book to be something like that, and that's when I looked at it, it stood out for me, and looking at that, I would want to go and study and learn how to do things like that. So if my book stands out as much as this one does, and people read it and they just pick up and they just want to do that, if mine does that and people want to come to Chai College, that's something I want to do. So the typography is probably the layout of the typography will be the main aspects of the prospectus.
They're down there. You put them down.
What am I doing? Why did you say on one?
Put them down. You put them on others.
Yeah. There.
Can you see the eyeball?
Yeah.
Close that. Alright, there you go. Yeah, just click through them now.
Okay.
With the cursor keys, you can just press down. Just
Press
cursor
down.
keys on the keyboard.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, so the audience, it will be the, I would say 15 to 19-year-olds, because obviously when you finish school, some are 15 to come to college, and some people will just leave school and go to work, and then they decide to come to college like 17 or 18, so those will be the main target audience. Obviously there's other older students that come in, but those will be the main ones. The unique selling point, I think when looking at the Chai College one, there is just too much information and just too many colours going on, and it's something that if I picked it up, I probably wouldn't even read it, because it's just too much, and it's just people don't bother reading it. And I want mine to be straight to the point, so it's something exactly about the course. And and another magazine I looked, they pick up the best student on the course, and he literally tells everything's great, I love this college, I got a distinction, blah blah blah, and it's just things that we see all the time, whatever you do. So I want my prospectus to tell exactly the truth, so not just pick up one student out of 30 that did well, but pick up someone who is sort of in medium level that's not going to get a distinction, someone that tells exactly how the course is. So tell the truth instead of just basically hearing what people want to hear. So it's more about telling the truth, how actually things are, instead of just hearing all the things that you want to hear, and just it being just boring and loads of text. So less text, straight to the point, and just mainly the truth, how the course is going to run. Right, so the colours, again, the magazine that I looked at, it was just basically black, white, grey, and they had a little bit of red. So I was going to go for blue, but everyone's got blue, so the main colours will be black, white, grey, and I might use another colour. I think I won't go for blue anymore, but I think I just want to keep it really serious looking thing, instead of just using, obviously I want to use one of Chai College's colour to make it related to Chai College obviously, but I think I want to make it quite just black and white mostly, and just make it quite a serious thing, so make college quite a serious thing. And although the younger audience want to see quite funny things, but I think if you make the course and the college look serious, then it would make them they would want to come here. It's a serious place. It's not school anymore. You don't mess about here. This is basically where the future starts, and that's the reason why I chose those colours. basically the idea is about sort of like I said, it's about telling what the truth is. So basically telling the experience instead of like, so I would put in my thing like how what I went through instead of just saying, oh yeah, the course is great, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get that. Like we will get stuck eventually. Like some people will fail, and some people that might not even make the course. Like when I first started this course, Dan didn't tell me the second years there's only 2 left of them. So
There's 3.
yeah, exactly. So like, what will happen to the other people? Why didn't you tell me that? So I want to know things like that, like what the difficulty of the course. I want to know the hard bits, like what people went through, and just basically instead of just hearing all the good things about it, I want to hear what it exactly is, like what are the really hard stuff. Title and fonts. So for the so for the header, I'll probably go for Open Sans, as I've been using it in some of my work, most of my work. I think it's really bold and it does really stand out. And for my front cover, I want something like really simple, but something that really catches the eye, sort of really minimalistic. And for body copy, I'll probably go for Roboto, which is kind of slightly thinner, but it complements the header. And there is some other there are other fonts that I looked at, like Futura and Helvetica, that I will look into. Like obviously, because if I want to play around with typography, I want there'll be different kind of styles, but I want them sort of look the same. And that's basically, it's not the best, but like I want my front cover to be really minimalistic. I want it to be just the truth, and I think when it's just black on white and it's just the truth, it's something like you want to pick up, you want to read it, like what is the truth? Like it's just like, for me, like I would definitely pick it up, because just to have a look what is actually inside it, and maybe make the text a little bit bigger, or maybe position it slightly different, but keeping it really, really simple, just black on white. Maybe make the text a little bit bigger, but I think just as simple as the truth, would want someone to open it and see what it actually is. That's it.
The only problem with it, I feel like, is it could put people off very, very easily. The fact that it's saying the truth. I know it's for the ages of 16 to 18, but there's the fact that the parents could see it as well. If the parents do see, the truth, and they say, "Oh, I'm not doing so well. Oh, it's not going so well. There's like 3 people left of a 10 people class." It'll question people and be like, "Oh gosh, if people are leaving, people aren't staying. I don't know whether it's up for me."
I think what Ollie's saying is be careful in the way.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily me saying the bad things. It's just showing like what it actually is.
I don't think you're going to say you're likely to fail.
Yeah, I'm not going to say
I
like,
think
"Oh,
what
you're
you're
going to
say
fail."
is that
Like say percentage of
you might get 4 hours sleep.
yeah,
a
like
week.
before the deadline.
Yeah, I think those kind of parts are really exciting.
You can understand where I'm coming from.
Exactly. No, absolutely. If you're going on a marathon, you know it's going to hurt, right?
Yeah.
You know it's going to be hard, but in a way, it's the fact that you're going to suffer that kind of draws you to it. Does that make sense? Not Bart, but most people, you go to the gym, it hurts.
It does.
It's
Next
hard.
day.
But think of the outcome.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
You could have like on the back the truth, and then something on the back like the outcome.
yeah, like the success maybe.
The truth and the success, the truth, the outcome. Having something on the back, oh, if you go through all of this, look what you come
The
out
hard
with.
work will pay off.
Yeah, you get there'll be a great message having that and then that on the back. It looks so nice. Having that in the top left and ending on the bottom right.
Give us some examples of these truths.
Oh yeah, I forgot to put them. I did have like.
Well, we just said one, which is like the lack of sleep towards the deadline. What else?
I'd say like when you get stuck with ideas, like loads of us get stuck. We have an idea and then you just like you just get stuck. So you're most likely to ask for help from other students. Stress, that could be another one. Like when it comes to deadline, I'll start smoking at the end last week and drinking.
Yeah, that's going to help a lot.
But it's just. You
see, when I put you on the spot, the idea originally sounds good, but put under the spotlight, it's probably more difficult than you think to find exciting things that come out of the kind of hardship.
I think you're going for the truth, but not the harsh truth, sort of thing.
Bad publicity is better than no publicity.
Yeah, I know, but
Maybe
having
In
publicity.
terms of the pictures, how do they relate to it? What you didn't really explain. I made a note here. Like I don't get the pictures. What are the pictures of?
more pictures.
In the thing you said you're going to put some pictures in.
Did I?
You showed us with a blue page, no?
Yeah. That was just the things I was looking at. So I didn't say
Oh,
anything
okay.
wrong, but it
Okay.
was
So
like-
there's no
This thing.
pictures in it at all.
No. Well, yeah, but I don't know. I haven't put any. I don't know. Maybe like
So
show.
if it's
I
all
was-
really graphic typography and
No, I
things
was-
like that, how are you going to make it work for?
No, I was thinking maybe the pictures like show if this is a page of stress, maybe show like somebody who's like stressed or something. Maybe show those kind of things like.
You do like remember what I did last project with the text and make something out of it. You do something like that. It still integrates type with sort of an image.
Maybe
face.
show like an obvious like
I'm-
reaction to stress.
I'm looking for more subtle. So, for example, what does a stressed type look like? Is it fractured? Does that make sense? What does a sleepless type look like? Is it blurred?
You
on
like
the
create
edges?
different fonts depending on different moods. So if you're happy at college, what's a happy font? If you're sad at college, what's a sad font? Is it droopy?
I really like those kind of books. I've never read them. Do you know what I mean? I kind of look at it as pictures because I think they're really exciting pictures, and that's the risk that you run there. So if they, by all means stay with type because the possibilities are endless. But try and find a way to use type maybe that works for the different kinds of audiences. I've got to cut it there. So thanks ever so much, Igor. I hope that was helpful.
Yeah.
Can you email that to everyone?
Yeah, can you email that to everybody?